Hello everyone, Kaylee Tucker here with Convergent Solutions. It was about a year ago that I became really passionate about the combination of CET and TwinMotion, but I really wanted to learn how to animate the assembly of commercial office furniture. Depending on your needs, I think TwinMotion is an intuitive, easy option. So let's get this started. With 5 steps, you too can create your own animated assembly. Step 1, import model. Starting in CET, you can use the direct link or export an FBX file. In TwinMotion, you can save yourself some time by using their White Studio template. This one will already have the stage and lighting already set up for you. Unless you're designing a car showroom, you can probably start by deleting this car. Now let's go to our import menu and get our furniture. Find that FBX file and click Open. Make sure to keep Hierarchy and select Keep Both in the Material Conflict box. Second step, we need to organize our space. Over in our scene graph, let's make some folders to organize our items and give us some control over what we can see and move. In a way, this is like our storyboard. To move your items into these folders, first select it in your drawing space and make sure you select the parent folder of the item. Then click on the ellipsis and select Cut. Then paste it into the correct folder. Once you've placed their components into their respective folders, you can then turn them on or off easily by clicking the eye next to the folder. Now that we're organized, let's continue this storyboard by making an animation plan. Reorganize your folders in the order that you want your furniture assembled. Now is a good time to add items like accessories from the TwinMotion library. I'm going to accessorize one desk and then make 3 copies of that group. Now jump into your media menu and create a new video by clicking the plus sign. In here, you're going to frame up your stage. Any changes you make to your stage, make sure you hit the refresh button to lock in those updates. Once you have the stage set, I like to give myself some visual boundaries outside the field of view. This is so I know how far to place my animated pieces. For these boundaries, I place a plane from the Objects library. Let's change its color so it sticks out. I might need to jump into my video a couple times to place it into the correct spot. Make sure you do this outside of media mode so you don't zoom out of your video. We need to place 2, so you have 2 front boundaries. But what about the back boundaries? For these, we're going to use a section cube. We are going to be moving all of our items off of our center point. And for some, that might mean that they'll be waiting in the wings outside of this area. The section cube allows you to hide them from view until it's ready for them to be revealed. Grab this item from the Sections menu in the Tools library. Move your section cube into the back locations and adjust the scale and height to hide those items waiting in the wings. Finally, the part you've been waiting for. Let's talk about animators. Let's start with the translator. This can move items back and forth or up and down along a straight path. I'm going to first grab a translator and place it at the end of these panels. This is where I want the animation to stop. Then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Rename it so we can find it later. Then move the items you want to animate an opposite distance away from where you want it to come from. I've determined that this is 380 centimeters. Then move your translator the same distance and change your distance in the properties to the same length. For this animation, we are going to use the object link and click on the items you want to animate. Change the animation to once and adjust the speed. Now here's the trickiest part, because if it all animates at once, it's not going to look quite right. So we need to adjust the delay. In your scene graph, move your translator to the correct folder, and to verify your progress, hit Save to see it in action. For the next animator, we're going to use and discuss the rotator. My goal is to have my task chairs rotate into their spots. First, grab a rotator from the library. I'm going to center it right under the pneumatic. Then I'm going to adjust the angle to 360 so the chair will make a full rotation. Let's slow it down a little bit too. Because there are a lot of components that make up this chair, I'm going to cut it and paste it under the rotator. In TwinMotion, you cannot mix translators and rotators. So I'm going to show you a workaround for this. I'm going to first save this rotating chair into my user library. Now I'm going to go to my Populate menu to create a custom path for it to travel along. Draw a short path. Make some adjustments, then grab your rotating chair from your library and replace the cube on your path. Voila! Rotating and moving chair. Now let's see why it was important to organize our scene graph. When you are editing your video, you can adjust the visibility of certain items in different frames. I want my task lights to flow in and then turn on. So I've hidden my Omni light in my first 2 frames. But in this last frame, I'm going to change the visibility to turn the light on. How fun is that? Okay, last step. When all looks good, select Export. Pick which video you want and click that beautiful blue Export button. Thanks for watching, and as always, have fun creating.